contest on EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm Kate Scott, joining me as always, my partner in crime, Brock Heward, and we are excited to bring you this NFL Divisional Round game. Excited, the word that you and I get to use, Brock, as do all these great fans in attendance, but for the players down on the field, I think a better word to discuss in this situation might be pressure.
I don't think there's any question about that, Kate. With every one of these playoff rounds, that pressure just grows and increases.
A weekend where 4 teams gets cut down to 2 here in the AFC. The divisional round contest is underway. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback if the return comes out to the 30. Well, here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 34, completed over the middle, and he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Pistol now for Mahomes. Gets it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
You know what I like about that, kid? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and ducking the ball.
First red zone opportunity now for the Chiefs. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Putting the tight end in motion. Catches made in close. Touchdown, Kansas City. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs switch up back to a 7-0 lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 9. He's got a lane up past the 30. So here come the Titans now to get their first drive of the game. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He gave us all the excitement we could hope for last week, but it wasn't all in a good way, at least for his team. Never knew if his throws were going to end in a touchdown or turnovers, and he had a couple of both by the end of the loss. You don't want him to lose that gunslinger mentality. Just want him to be a little more thoughtful with each and every decision.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. And Kansas City going to the dime look on 3rd down. We've got 6 DBs out there. with the first down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing now on first down. Has the connection to Ridley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From midfield now. Ocampo brings it in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
We got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their second possession.
And Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt, or an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. While hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. First and 10 from the 45. Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And that's good for a gain of 5. Xavier Woods up to make the tackle. Offense to the line for second down.
Brings up second and 5. At the Titans' 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Third and 5.
Back to the air, Mahomes. That's caught for the first. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work to help reset those chains.
This one's taken in by him. And he's brought down to the mark at the 14. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 14-yard
Working
line.
inside the red zone. Defender runs wide as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Another throw for Mahomes. The throw is caught. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. And the Titans opting for a 50B, a nickel set third down. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
You know what they say about assuming? Well, it's the same way on a football field. You can never assume. If you stop assuming that first sacker's going to get to the quarterback, well, you could run yourself right into trouble. This defense did. They didn't take a break. They finally get into the ground. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He'll take this at the 10. And He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They need some kind of score here, Brock, to keep this from getting away from him on the road in the postseason. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here, shake off that previous INT. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Drew Tranquil with the pick. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a running trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete. Fry connected with Xavier Worthy there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Roger McCreary on the coverage.
Yellow.
Play action, Mahomes. And he overshoots his man, it's incomplete. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
McCreary on the coverage.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Tight end going in motion here. 1st down from the red zone. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. Brings in the kick at the 9. Returns looking good so far. They'll begin from the 36 as the returner's brought down. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And Brock, they are not up to a good start. 2 drives, 2 giveaways. I think they could call this a win if this drive just doesn't end in a turnover.
Yeah, there's got to be some voices of calm within this offense to play smart, not scared. Play smart and take care of the football, but you keep...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans take a small chunk off that lead. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. Oh, he showed some burst on his return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Got his target. 2. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Kelsey makes the catch. Big man shooting up the yards. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs hold a 16-point lead in the first. Travis Kelsey, the touchdown. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the third time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. So that's the end of one in this AFC Divisional Round contest. 24-7 is our score. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Reed now to kick this one away. Returnable from the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. Well, Brock, it only took one play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Spears running behind center. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Pass play now. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing off the play fake here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 36. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Drew Tranquil brings him to the ground. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. He's dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. They're going play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Completed here to Spears. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he'll score! Touchdown, Tennessee! The Titans fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
That one splits the uprights. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Hill now to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And they finally bring him down after a huge return into their territory.
We get to playoff football, Kate, and every team's going to excel in three phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
First down, ball at the 36.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Right side.
They send the tight end in motion. Mahomes on first and 10. Completes this one to Hill. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 4-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 16-point ball game. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Reed now to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Right outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Let's see what they want to do here, Carter. It's 2nd and inches. From the 32. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Into the 2-minute warning from Arrowhead. The Titans trying to make some noise before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. From the 46. Has his man, it's Ridley. And he 40. It's a gain of 4. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Back to throw now. Okonkwo brings it in. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making a stop. Boyd hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They get 6 and a first down as well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. He's got it in the red zone. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Titans will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To the line we go. They're set, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. This throw is caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. 4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll throw it again. And he's got a touchdown, but there's a flag down. Might be defensive, though. I think this touchdown should stand.
Pass interference. Defense.
Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
Looking to tack on the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Titans cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit. Down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Return starts at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Chiefs getting out there on offense one last time in this opening half. And with a 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option to sit on that, or they could try something really aggressive to end the half. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Called in by Worthy. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, 57, 57. My side. My side.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And they take him down right along the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Back to the air, Mahomes. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
A 37-yard attempt.
The Chiefs bring on Harrison Butker for the field goal. From 37 yards in the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that pushes the lead up to 13. We've reached halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. Now we'll get you down to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. One of these two teams is going to move on to the conference championship. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. where it was the visiting Chargers who were able to come in and steal one on the road. Justin Herbert, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. In the first half, we saw some strong play from Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here's the Tennessee offense getting ready to start our third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Now we'll give to Spears, coming left. Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be a Tennessee first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Throwing now from the gun. Into the hands of Ocampo. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. They'll set it down for him at the 38. Pass play on 1st and 10. That's caught by Ridley. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Titans will have a first down. Still sticking with the passing game. That's the connection to Ridley. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be a Tennessee first down. Handoff to Spears. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Catches medium close. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one right down the middle. And the Titans get it back to within 6.
Titans 28.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. Space on the right. He's got room. Into the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting
defenders, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
They motion the tight end over. Mahomes throwing for two. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Return coming from the 6. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. The Titans headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it over the 38-yard line before going down. After a good pickup, they're set up for second and short. They're going play action. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on first. Completed to Lockett. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Play action on first down. Got a man. Spears has it. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and remind him, listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
He's drawing in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Motion man left is Lockett. 3rd and long for him here. Pass taken in by Lockett. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down, can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
The Titans going on the field goal unit here. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And the lead is back down to 9.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Hill now to return it. He's stopped on the return to the 27. Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Avoids some trouble there. Completed to his running back. Pick up a few as he heads out of bounds. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Motioning the tight end now. Here we go, 2nd and 9. This one finds Kelsey. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, your play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, it's Mahomes. Oh, skip ball. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this third quarter. Only one quarter left before we send one of these teams to the AFC title game. It's Chiefs football, just one quarter away from a postseason victory. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Right back to Pacheco. And a little space is all he needed to reach that 35-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Put the body on the line for his team. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
All right, I'll set up now. First and 10.
Yellow. My side.
Putting the tight end in motion.
My side.
First down from the red zone. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Second and 6 coming up here.
Second and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. My side. My side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh no, the ball is loose. It's picked up by the Titans. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
Complete.
Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Okonkwo brings it in. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now on second and 10. Into the hands of Okonkwo. And that will not be enough for a first down. All plays on the table here for third and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. That throws knocked away. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
They send a man in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the Titans' 18-yard line.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Mahomes. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Tight end going in motion here. Another throw for Mahomes. Has it down close. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Again, Mahomes to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's going to be 4th and short. They'll run it with Pacheco. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on down.
Certainly looking for that nail in the coffin, the knockout punch, a touchdown, and 3-possession lead that could put this one out of reach. Hey, it's a luxury they could afford to take in that spot. Built himself up a little buffer here, Kate, but it's never over till it's over.
The Titans ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many quarters can make that stop.
And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's 3rd and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. From his own end zone on 3rd and long. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down.
That's just simply great positioning to swap the ball around. He stayed in the spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could play on.
Desperation time here on 4th. Pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that 1st down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. The defense wasn't having it.
So following the safety block, they're on now to begrudgingly send it away with a free kick. Begins his return at the 16. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. Completes this one to Hill. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give right side. Here's Pacheco. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bringing up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
It's Pacheco again. And this one does not go far. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Here's a nickel look by the Titans. 3rd down.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Markers reset. Ball at the 37. That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs leading by 11. Markers reset. Ball at the 37. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Running up the middle, Pacheco. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one. The last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make it stop. It's a broken tackle, and a touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 18. Reed now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing from the gun here. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Shotgun now on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Tennessee calling its 2nd timeout now. They are throwing it again. Got a man. Spears has it. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. It opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They want them out in space where he can make that initial play comfortably and then go to work afterwards.
Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. From the red zone now. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
This is quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. Intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that brings up 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Out of the gun, no look to throw. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. From McDuffie in to pick it up.
That's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for a quarterback at the listen after they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing into pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win at Arrowhead. And they took care of business just as you'd expect a 1 seed to do. And they're going to get to stay home another week and welcome in another opponent with a conference title on the line. So for Brock Ewart, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.